Hey, if you like my content, please consider subscribing, drop a like on my video, and share it on social media. Thanks. So I wanted to talk about this article, Hollywood's Identity Crisis, Actors, Writers, and Producers Warn of Reverse Racism in the Film Industry, which has created a toxic climate for anyone who is white, middle-aged man. Yeah, so this is the race war, like I've been saying for a long time. Reverse racism is not a thing. What is the reverse of racism? It's not racism. The notion that black people, Hispanic people, Asian people are racist against white people is not reverse racism. That is a ridiculous term to use. It's just racism. First off, reverse racism implies that I'm racist. I'm not racist. I don't care what your race is. It doesn't matter. So, to say reverse racism implies that I'm being racist to start off with, and that it's kind of like the opposite of racism. It's no, it is just racism. Hiring people on the basis of the color of their skin, their inherent genetic qualities, is prejudice, and it is illegal in the United States. Although California did just vote to reverse the Equal Employment Opportunity Act, I believe it was, for the state, as I understand. So this happened with the state of California. So the state can hire discriminatorily, but private companies cannot. In this article, the writer, the author, the journalist, whatever you want to call him, talks about this phenomenon in Hollywood where they're only hiring black, Hispanic, female, trans, non-binary, whatever type of people. And Jordan Peele here, this is Jordan Peele. He's a famous director. He's won Oscars for his terrible garbage movies that I've never seen because they're so bad I can just tell by looking at the trailer I'd never want to see them. He said flat out, I'm not going to hire white men. I'm not doing it for no position am I going to hire a white man. This is the race war. I don't know why people don't see this. You know, they act as if black people have never been on the screen. He talks about, like, I've seen that movie. I've seen the movie of starring a white man. I've seen that movie. Yeah, I've never seen a movie starring anybody with white men ever in my entire life. Never, ever, ever have I ever seen a movie starring anything but white men. You know. Uh, yeah. So you ever see? Oh, look, here's Will Smith right here on the side. You ever see a Will Smith movie? He's always the lead actor in his movies, except the one where his son was the lead. He was a supporting character for his son. Yeah. Okay. They're not gonna hire out cameramen that are white. They're gonna be out of a job. Now I know a cameraman who he produced a certain type of swivel head mount for a camera, and I believe that he is the owner of the only one in the entire world, and it allows us to do these crazy action sequences that we see in movies today. So what are you going to never hire him? You're going to develop your own swivel head camera mount? Okay, you do you, man. You're allowed to hire whoever you want to, apparently, and get away with it. I would be screaming discrimination to every court in the state of California and every court in the country if this were more my industry. And it kind of is. It used to be, and it peripherally is now. This is probably going to start affecting me, and I'm going to have to, file lawsuits against it. I have to talk to lawyers. Right now, I teach animation, so I'm not involved directly in Hollywood. I don't want to be involved directly in Hollywood because of this sort of thing. I'm not good enough. Why? Because I'm white. It didn't affect me in hiring practices as far as I know, but it did affect me on the job specifically. People are just very, very, very sensitive in Los Angeles. Extraordinarily sensitive. So, this industry, I can think of a ton of black actors. They should be focusing on getting Hispanic actors if this is their priority. They should be like, we need to get more Hispanic actors. I can hardly think of any Hispanic actors. I can think of a lot of black actors. I can think of some Asian actors and actresses, but Hispanic, not very many come to mind. A few. So they should be the ones that are kind of standing up against this. I don't see any good coming of this. You're going to make terrible movies that nobody's going to want to see. Do I want to go to movies that star black actors? Sure. I've done it before. Why would I not do it now? Do I watch that many movies anymore? No. Do I watch movies that have like a racist message? No. Especially if it's not intended to have that message. Like if it's a movie that's, it's the X-Men. The X-Men actually is a bad example because they were a direct response to racism in the 60s. But say it's Batman. I go to see Batman and it's all about racism or sexism. Like, oh, there you go, perfect example. Batgirl. Was it Batgirl, the TV series that came out recently? It was all about girl empowerment. Yeah, women are better than men. Yeah, women are the best. Don't you know women are great and men are lesser than women? And it's tanked. They're going to try to replace the main actress. It is an actress. Why do you deny your femininity? They're going to try to replace her with a black woman. Sounds like something I don't need to see. So this article comes down and talks about the different work. The author of this seems to agree with me that this is racism. Don't do it. It's racism. One thing I did want to point out is this actress right here, this girl right here, Jodie Comer. This is her boyfriend, and everybody's like, she needs to be canceled. She needs to be taken off the screen because of her boyfriend. Blah blah blah. He's evil. Yeah, it's because he's a white man. She's supposed to be with a black man. Don't you know? That's the only way that we can win the race wars, by breeding out white people. Now, you might be saying that no. If you read the article, they say it's because he's a Trump supporter. He's like Republican. Yes, he's a registered Republican and Donald Trump supporter. No. No. Nobody, I've never heard anybody say cancel Kanye West. Never heard anybody say it. They're mad at him. They think he's wrong, but they don't want to cancel him. Huh. Wonder why that is. Do you think maybe it could be because he's black? Nobody's saying cancel Terry Crews. Terry Crews speaking up and saying, "Hey, this is racism. This black superiority is racism." But we got a white guy here. Oh my goodness. He is a Trump supporter. He is a Republican. He needs to be canceled. He needs to be stopped. I am not a Republican. I am not a Trump supporter. I did not vote for Trump. I will not vote for Trump. But I am white. And I'm sure by saying the things that I'm saying, if I had a big enough channel, you would be hearing the cries of cancel. Cancel the ordeal. And I'd be hearing it left and right and center. You want to play these stupid games, these stupid social engineering games, where we're not going to hire people of a certain color because they're that certain color. We're going to hire people of a certain race because they're that race. Nah. You're not going to end up with a quality product. The article even says that. It's like you got a bunch of young guys who don't know what they're doing. You got a bunch of young kids who don't know what they're doing on a set. They've just been put there because they're the right color. It's ridiculous. So, let's give give the whole country over to blacks if that's what you want to do. Give it to them. You don't hear them saying, hey, it belongs to the Hispanics too. But they do throw them in there as a token. Like, oh yeah, black and brown. But it's all I hear is Black Lives Matter. I don't hear Brown Lives Matter. I hear Black Lives Matter. This is their solution. Right here. This comic with the houses burning down, all houses matter, and only the one house is burning down, the White House. It's the one that's getting the water. Let me fix this to show you what's really happening in this country. This is the truth. This comic that I have doctored displays what is really happening, what people are really doing in this country. And it's disgusting. It's disgusting racism, and it needs to stop now. The United States is not a racist country. It's just not. Sure, there's some racism here and there, but it's so small and minor, at least small and minor against blacks and Hispanic people, and Asian people. It is becoming much, much bigger, much more racism is happening against white people. And this will prove it right here. This chart, look at this chart. This is a racial breakdown in professional sports. Yeah, white people dominate in Major League Baseball. I guess this is Major League Soccer, Major League Swimming. I don't know. I don't follow sports. But look at football, look at basketball. By far dominated by blacks. Maybe, maybe we're hiring people based on merit, on their ability to do the job, rather than on how dark their skin is, the shape of their eyes, the texture of their hair. Maybe we're focusing on, their abilities. And for all those out there of you who didn't stand up and complain that this was going on when you saw it happening, I've complained about it in my jobs. Shame on you. Shame on you. Now what are you going to do? You're out of a job because you didn't stand up and say, no, this is wrong. If you had all stood up and walked off your job when this first appeared, it would be gone now. Like, well, we can't. Okay, well, we got to hire somebody. These are the people that know how to do the job. We'll bring them back. We won't be hiring based on race, period, and everything will be fine. You didn't do that because you were scared you would lose your job. And now, where are you? It's permanent now. Have fun getting a job in Hollywood if you're white and male. I say that give the country over to them. Just leave. All white people should just leave. Why don't we just leave? They want to have this country, let them have it. We'll move somewhere else. See what happens. And, get off your laurels. You want to start fighting? You want to start fighting in the streets? You want to see this drawn out, dragged out? We can do it. We can go to fisticuffs and go to blows. I don't think that we should. But if you want to, how else are you going to get your way? You're not going to get your way this way. We're going to see through it, and we're going to stand up and fight back. This country is supposed to be white minority by 2050. Okay, if that's what you want, you might get it. You might very well get that. But be careful what you wish for. Seriously, be careful what you wish for. Well, that's all I got this time. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.